How's it going, everybody? So, this will be mostly an update video because I had a pretty relaxed week. Everything's in the ground. Everybody's getting fed, but didn't really do much in the way of projects this week. So, this is what the garden's looking like right now. Went through, thinned out the sunflowers, or at least these ones right here. And they're shooting up real fast. You know, some of them are almost 2 foot tall. I went and thinned them out to about 2 foot apart. 2 foot-ish, so that they can grow up nicely. Corn here, some of that's getting up to 2 foot. Beans are growing. The turnips have done very well. Still only got 5 soybean plants. I was really hoping for a better turnout than 5. I planted about 50 seed. And those were new seed too. I'm pretty sure this is sorghum. I'm not 100%, but pretty sure. At least mostly sorghum. Went through and spaced out some of the chard. That's these little plants growing right next to the tomatoes. That's doing pretty well. That heart nut is starting to leaf out much better. These sunflowers are growing. These ones don't have any sort of fertilizer or nutrients. They're just growing in native soil. So they're not doing as well. But they ain't dead. I believe that's dead though. It's one of the heart nut plants. And there's this one right here. Goats see me, so they're all making noise. That's the "I see you, why aren't you feeding me more?" They've already been fed this morning. They'll get fed again tonight. That right there and that over there is a peach tree. They both shot up. Same with this plum right here. That plum's put on 2 foot since we put it in the ground. This cherry plum here has put on quite a bit of height as well. Now the biggest change is Kevin. Kevin was a little boy. Since I've got him, he's probably about doubled in weight. He's getting real big. We went and got him some normal hog food, a little bit more. He doesn't like that as much as the table scraps, but he likes it just fine. Now, every time we pour that into his bowl, he goes through and looks for the table scraps. That's what he's working on right now, with some table scraps. He's gotten a lot bigger. If he gets much bigger, I'm going to have to seriously think about making a much larger pen. And that's why we can't have water. Every time we fill up the water, he goes, dumps it out, lays in it. But he's a pig, and pigs like their wallows. And today's supposed to be real hot, so him having a wallow all day, is a good thing. We even put in a second water bucket just so, even if he dumps out his dish, he's still got water. No, I think cinnamon here is starting to grow. Not just sideways. Hey, dumb cake. Yeah, hi, Shastina. Shastina's been all full of attitude lately. Pretty sure. You might be able to see it. But every once in a while, you'll see something move in her stomach, like she's getting kicked. So, we're definitely thinking she's pregnant. Daffodil's gotten a lot bigger. And Waffle there, she's the only one with horns. The only one we didn't disbud. And, those are getting real thick around the base. They're about 4 inches long. Well, one thing I have been working on, a little bit anyway, is I've been taking my brush axe and starting to chop through the brush over here, which they enjoy. All those sticks and twigs in there, stuff I cut off, and I cut it off, I throw it into them, and well, they eat it. They like it. My two favorite things are manzanita and oak. But starting to clear this out a bit, because this here is going to be the berry patch. I'm going to have to put down a couple of trees. Some of them aren't terribly healthy. A lot of them have been gotten at by the bugs. That's what this right here. If you start seeing this on your pine trees, you got bark beetles. And some of you might remember a few years back there was a big thing about bark beetles killing off forests in the United States, or western United States, causing all sorts of wildfires. And this is what the damage looks like. So if you're walking through your forest and you got pines, you might want to seriously consider chopping those trees down. Now, if you've got a good rainy year, that usually helps, because the tree will actually start drowning out the bark beetles. Aren't you talkative today? Go through, get this all cleared out. Start expanding the berry patch. I'm thinking this part right here, all of this, probably be where I'm going to be growing grain and beans. Because grain and beans can be fed to people, they can be fed to animals. Either way, they're good. Still got a lot of work to do. Well, for the most part, I just took the week off. Just made sure everybody was fed. Did a little work here and there. But that's all I got for this week. Y'all have fun. Bye.